What's going on, everybody? Afflicted Gamer here. Welcome back to another Division 2 video. So today is September the 11th and we finally had a state of the game. They dropped a lot of information in our lap, so instead of discussing everything and writing down a full script, I'm just going to talk to you guys straight off the cuff here with the stuff that I jotted down. I will leave a link in the description for everybody that wants to watch the entire thing whenever they have time. But for now, I want to talk about the important changes that are coming and ask a very simple but pretty big question at the end of this video. So let's go ahead and jump right in. Title update number 6 will not be here tomorrow. It will not be here next week. In fact, we have to wait until sometime in October, which is pretty far away for a lot of people. A lot of people, they want new content right now, myself included. You know, I love the game, but I don't have the burning desire to get on every single day anymore, which I would like to have back. Some of the things that they're going to do, for example, there will be 35 new named items in the game. The weapons that Cassie Mendoza sells, her named items, they're bringing more of those into the game, except they will not just be only available from Cassie, they will be spread out through the entire game world. They will be making some pretty drastic changes to them too, for the better. So for example, if you have a weapon that gives you an extra 10% weapon damage, with one of these named items and named weapons, you could get, say, an extra 30 or 40% weapon damage. There will always be a fixed talent on them, so they're not quite exotic. The way they put it was this: these named items will be kind of a cross of the exotics between the Division 1 and the Division 2. They will always have a fixed talent on them, but the other stats on them, talents that we currently have on other weapons and gear in the game, they will be there, but they will be buffed. They will be better. When one of these named items drops, you will know that you got one. Just like exotics, how they drop and you see that pinkish, reddish color, it will be something like that. They're going to come up with a color, so whenever you get one, you absolutely will know that you did get a drop. So I'm actually really looking forward to that. Over 35 new items. I'm curious to see how that goes. I really am. You can get them from heroic missions, and you can get them pretty much anywhere. A lot of changes to loot and gear are coming. For example, our current gear sets, ongoing directive, hardwired, true patriot, they will no longer just drop from Black Tusk. You can get them anywhere in the game. And on top of that, the raid gear sets will drop everywhere in the game. And you only need 4 pieces of gear sets now to fully unlock all of the benefits of that gear set. But when it comes to the raid gear sets, if you want the chest piece and the backpack, you do have to get them from completing the raid. But from now on, when Title Update 6 gets here, the chest piece and the backpack to the raid gear sets will also have a talent on them, making the build even stronger. So I think that that's really, really cool. I'm looking forward to that. Brand sets are getting quite an overhaul as well. From now on, every brand set in the game except for 511, you will be able to get any piece you want. There will be chest pieces, knee pads, holsters, gloves, masks for all of the brand sets from here on out. 511 is actually a real world gear set, so that's why it's staying the same. But as for the rest, you can now get any piece of gear in any slot, which I think is pretty awesome. The map will get a little bit of an overhaul too. So every day, if you press up on the D-pad on console, I don't know what the key will be on PC, you can actually change the layout of your map. And you'll be able to see where you can get specific brand sets. So if you want to build a set based around Araldi, you'll be able to see the Araldi logo over specific missions and control points and things like that. And it will change every single day. So you don't have to play, say, DCD headquarters over and over and over again because you want a piece of Araldi gear. Every day that will change. So we have what they're calling now targeted loot, which I think is great. So you can farm all of these different places. Every day it'll be somewhere new for the different pieces that you want. Recalibration. It's actually getting a whole brand new UI. You can recalibrate all of your talents from now on. And the one thing that people really got frustrated with, myself included, is going to change. And that is you can now change all color types. So if you have a pair of gloves that had a yellow and a red on it, but you just wanted 2 reds, you can have that now. And you can do that to all of your gear. When it comes to talents, when you select the talent at the recalibration station, instead of going through each individual piece of gear to see what you can and cannot change, you'll just get a list. And then you can decide what you want to destroy and recalibrate, which I think is great. It makes it so much simpler. I think it'll be pretty crazy because somebody, I'm sure, out there will make a build with just all reds and go straight up DPS. So this will give a lot of build diversity. I'm really curious to see what people do when they have this change in play. Stash space will go up to 300. Thank goodness. Because a lot of us keep a lot of gear to mix and match things, to try out, this piece for that build, that piece for this build, so on and so on. So I think that that's great. The crafting materials, we will from now on be able to hold a lot more than what we can. I don't know the exact number, but they said we'll be able to hold a lot more. Which again, I think is great, because if I recalibrate 1 or 2 things, I'm out of materials. And it's unfortunate, it sucks. And then I have to go farm the solar farm and all of these other places. So from now on, we will be able to carry more things. Next week's State of the Game will touch on PvP and the Dark Zone. So we'll see where we go from here. But for now, these are some of the changes coming. Now, this is what I want to ask everybody. Even though all of this is good, is it too little too late for everybody? Or for a lot of you out there? There's a lot of really big titles being released over the next little while. 2 days from the moment of making this video, Borderlands 3 comes out. Borderlands is a really big title. The Call of Duty beta for Modern Warfare is tomorrow. The release of Ghost Recon Breakpoint is at the very beginning of October. Remnant from the Ashes was a astronomical hit. They're getting free updates. We're getting 2 updates this month alone. So people have a lot of options to play other games. Destiny 2 Shadowkeep is also coming in October. What is to keep people playing The Division 2? The fact that you can get your Wyvernware gear from this location, this one, and finally make your exact perfect build, is that enough to keep you playing versus a brand new game or a brand new expansion that may or may not be buggy whatsoever, and it might just actually deliver and give you everything that you want? Is this enough? Is what I want to know from everybody. For me, I will always play The Division. I love it to its core. I know it has tons of flaws and tons of mistakes. I get it. But I look at it this way. Like I said, I think that instead of doing a copy and paste of The Division 1, they tried to do something different. And there was a lot that, in my opinion, worked, and a lot that didn't. And some things, yeah, they could have been carried over from The Division 1. Recalibration, for one, was much better. Exotics, not just having the exact same static rolls all of the time. I used to chase for the perfect house or urban MDR in The Division 1. Here, if you get the Eagle Bearer, or you get the Nemesis, Merciless, whatever, once you have it, you really don't need to worry about another one because the talents will be the same. So I hope that the named items will kind of breathe life into that section of the game. Give us a really, really cool weapon or piece of gear with an awesome talent that will always be there. And then, something else. Like, say we get a chest piece that has damage to elites on it. Give us one that's got, 30-40% on it, something just absolutely crazy that doesn't come on a chest piece. Have a mask go up to 60. Like, let's go crazy. Let us feel powerful with this new stuff. And when we get news on the Dark Zone, well, hopefully it'll do something to just reinvigorate the whole thing and just get people in there and playing, because there's really no incentive to go in there. So more news is to come on what else they're doing, the raid and everything else. I will keep you guys informed on that. But this is some of the things that they spoke about today and what I wanted to touch on with you guys. And like I said, ask the question, despite how good the changes are that are coming, is it too little too late? I, of course, will try it. I will give it a go on the PTS and I will play and let you guys know what I think. But now I want to hear from you guys down in the comments section. So if you enjoyed the video, drop a like on it. Consider subscribing for more Division 2 content. You can follow me over on Twitter at AfflictedGamer. Other than that, I will see you guys very soon in the next video or in the next live stream. Until then, thank you for watching. Take care, agents, and I will see you soon in the next video.